What's up YouTube? Jeff back again from High on Android and DopeTechDaily.com, and today I'm back again with more coverage of the LG V10 fingerprint scanner issue. So last time I showed you guys, actually I think it was a couple videos ago, we took a look at the LG V10 and the fingerprint scanner. I had the Dual Pro case here from Incipio, and I showed you guys that the fingerprint scanner doesn't work nearly as well as with the case off. Now obviously a lot of people have been saying maybe you should try setting it up with the case on, your fingerprints, so delete those. And I did that, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. It's actually still quite difficult to actually get the case to work. So I'll show you guys that I did do that, and we can test that out. Also, LG did reach out to me via email and on Twitter to say that they are aware of this issue and that they're actively working on it. So I don't want to call this scanner gate or whatever the other people were trying to call it in the comments. I mean, sure, I like getting views in my video, but also I don't want to blow this out of proportion. LG is working on it. It'd be nice if it'd be able to fix with a software issue. I'm not entirely convinced of that because of the issue that we have here. So this is a capacitive fingerprint scanner. That's why we've got the metal ring around it. But what makes this one slightly different than other fingerprint scanners is that on here, you've got plastic surrounding the scanner. So that may be interfering with the circuit, which lets you then read the charge that's on your finger, the capacitive scanner. That's not the case on, for instance, the iPhone or the Note 5, the S6, etc., even the Nexus 6P. You've got metal and glass surrounding the other fingerprint scanner. So I think that might be the problem. So I'll go ahead and quickly show you guys. I want to show you guys setting it up with the case on to show you how difficult it is. I did get it to work. Then I'll show you a few tricks that I was able to get to work. So let's slide the Dual Pro case on. I also got the Spigen case here, which we'll take a look at in a second. So first, let's go in here to the settings menu and scroll down to fingerprints and security. Let's go to my fingerprints, change this quickly to pattern lock. I've been using it with swipe only because the fingerprint scanner is getting kind of annoying to me, not working with the case on. So show all notifications, okay. Let's go in here and delete our two fingerprints. So here we're going to go ahead and delete the two fingerprints. You can see there I don't have any. So now we're going to go ahead and add a fingerprint. So let me go ahead and... So you can see as I move my finger around, putting it in different places, it takes a long time to add. The LG V10 already is one of the longer fingerprint scanners I've experienced. Now here's a trick though. If you put your other hand up here and complete the circuit, it's a little bit easier to then get the fingerprint scanner to recognize your finger. See, as I hold it with both hands on the other side of the case, now it's a little more reliable. Still, you can see how slow it is to set up the finger. Much slower than any other fingerprint scanner I've used. Now you do have to keep changing the position. It's hard for me to show you exactly where my finger is while I'm holding both sides. But you can see it's still taking forever, even with holding both sides with both hands here. It takes a while to get the fingerprint to set up. I just wanted to show you guys the full setup procedure to show you how long it really takes. I'm moving my finger around as much as possible, as you guys can see here. And that's the sound that it's not working. And you can see nothing. It's very difficult. Now I put my hands back there. Now it's working a little better. Very frustrating fingerprint scanner to work up, to set up overall. Trying to turn my finger any possible way I can. And as you can see, if I take my other hand away, look how ridiculously long it takes to register anything here. I'm placing my entire finger on the fingerprint scanner. Gonna leave all of this in the video just so you guys can see how frustratingly long it takes to set it up with the case on. So you can see that it does take an incredibly long time to set this up with the case on. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it completely done in the video here. So you can see, still at 78. Trying to move it around as much as I can here. Really have to grip it from multiple points of view. Oh, we finally got it added. And now we've added the fingerprint. That only took about 4.5 minutes to add the fingerprint. So now the fingerprint's added. So now if I go back to my lock screen, turn this on, and I want to unlock it with my fingerprint, you can see, trying it every which way I possibly can. Even tried contorting it this way. No, nothing. Now, I'll show you guys a trick. Again, if you hold it up here, and it'll unlock. And if you hold it again, it'll unlock. And if you're holding it there, it'll unlock. And you can see, as I mentioned earlier, it appears what's happening is your fingerprint is, again, the capacitive scanner is reading the charge. This is completing the circuit because this is a really thick case. Another thing you can try to do, which I found to not be quite as reliable, is put a finger down here to try to get close to the metal edges. That doesn't quite work as well. Now, one other thing I tried, you can go check out my Twitter. I don't recommend this, but you can take a piece of aluminum foil, which I have right here. I tried this and I don't want to do it again because it scratched the metal rails. I don't recommend this. You could put this, so you could take the aluminum foil. If I take the case off really quick, you can take the aluminum foil and put that right here, a smaller piece than this, like this, and then put the case on. And then as long as your finger is touching the aluminum foil, then the fingerprint scanner works great. But I don't recommend doing that. I don't know, you probably can't see it on the video, but it did scratch up my metal rails. There's a little scratch here at the bottom. So I definitely wouldn't recommend that. I figured that was going to happen when I did it, but I wanted to test it. All right, so one other one. I've already taken this Spigen case out. It doesn't work very well either, but I just wanted to show you guys really quick. There's the Spigen certificate of authenticity, just so people believe me that it's the real Spigen case. This is the one you can get on Amazon for 13 bucks. I linked it in the last video description. So if you put this one on, it's a little more reliable, to be honest. It works a little better, but you still have to get your finger. It takes longer. I mean, if I had the case off, this would work every time, almost no matter where I put my finger. You can see this one takes a while to register. So yeah, if you leave your finger on there, you might get lucky. But again, if you put your hand here, and there it is every time. So put your hand here, and it unlocks. And again, if you do the aluminum foil thing, it'll work as well. So obviously there's some issue here with a capacitive sensor. LG reached out to me and told me they are working on the issue. So hopefully they'll have some fix soon. These two cases, I would say the Incipio Dual Pro fails a lot more of the time. If you're only using one hand, the Incipio Dual Pro fails almost every time. The Spigen case will work about 50 to 60% of the time if you're just using one hand. If you use both hands with either case, I showed you guys it works perfectly. Obviously that's not a solution because you want to use your fingerprint sensor with one hand. The whole point of having this is that it makes it convenient to unlock your device. And you can see there, it just takes a few seconds, but if you move your finger around, you can get it to work. All right, guys, I just wanted to follow up and tell you guys what I had found out from LG and also in my own testing. If you guys have any other questions about the LG V10, the case issue in particular, I've got the Ringy Fusion case coming in. Some people have said that one works, so I'm going to test that one tomorrow. Have a video for you guys. If you have any other questions, put them down in the comments. I'll be happy to try to answer them. Also, check out my Twitter and Google Plus pages. Those links are in the description if you want to follow me for updates. And you can also check me out writing on news.highandandroid.com and dopetechdaily.com for great tech giveaways. I appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.